Hey there, my friends. Welcome. And today, well, I'm going to spend the day with the iPhone XS in 2024. And just for some context, this device is still supported with iOS 17. Not sure if it's going to get Android 18, but some other things to duly note is that it has the A Bionic 12 chip, 4 gigs of RAM, I believe a 2964 milliamp hour battery. You got the 5.8-inch display. And yeah, so what I'm going to go through is just my experience if I was to use this as my main device, which I'm going to do. Everything from my social media, taking pictures, videos, all those things will be done from this phone. Of course, it's 75% health battery, so I'm not expecting the best battery life, but I can say this though, to other devices that I have that are at 75% battery health or just around that area, this still does pretty good. But you'll see throughout the day. I'll check in periodically to let you guys know where my battery health is at. Tell you my thoughts that come to my mind while using the device so you guys have some insight to it. But first, I got to get this thing charged up. So just dropped off my kids, heading home to charge the phone up first. All right, so it is 8:48 a.m. in the morning, and we are currently sitting at 99% battery health. So yeah, this is going to be pretty interesting because, just my normal usage and everything like that, and the battery seems to be decent, even though the battery health on the iPhone XS is down to 75%. So, around this time is when you should usually take your iPhone in and get the battery swapped if you're intending on holding on to it, a little longer. Since we know that, iPhones have a lot longer of support. But only thing is that the back of this iPhone XS is cracked, so I don't know if they'll do a battery replacement instead of like trying to upsell me to a newer iPhone, which would be weird. But anyways, yeah, so I'm out with my wife and we're doing some Uber Eats. It's a little thing to make some side money. I don't want to buy nothing from OfferUp, but anyways, yeah, so as we go out throughout the day, I'll keep you guys updated on the progress. And so this video is only possible, and a big thank you and shout out to Carlos S. Tech for gifting me the iPhone XS way back when we first met. But I gotta tell you guys though, for an older device, this phone still performs very, very well. And I will say that, it coming out in 2018, it doesn't even feel like it. All right, so it is currently 8:51 a.m. in the morning, and we are sitting at 98% battery. And yeah, with the health capacity being at 75%, it's going to be, it's a little weird. It actually does pretty good on battery as long as I'm not, recording video with the iPhone XS or any of that stuff. So yeah, I'll do my normal thing, social media, Pokemon Go, that type of thing. Probably one of the biggest things I don't like about Apple is that things that could be repaired, they refuse to do it because they would rather upsell you and move you to a newer iPhone. So, my wife is doing Uber Eats. I'm on the ride with her, to keep her company and be her security. So, yeah, I'll use it throughout the day. I'll keep reporting back to you guys how it's going and what I think of it. So. The sun is definitely in full effect. This is why my face looks like this, is the heat. When you're type 2 diabetic, you have all kinds of complications. So anyways, yeah, so it's 9:17, so not that long, and we're down to 94%. But I thought I would run you guys a speed test too. So I have Helium Mobile in my iPhone XS, so I'll run a quick speed test to kind of show you guys what kind of speeds I get in my area. So just to kind of explain it, like, yes, I know some of you guys are like, I've been using a lot older devices lately and just doing these review videos on them. While technology grows and doesn't stop, and the advancements in it can be beneficial to all of us, right? Like the advancements in connectivity with 5G, sometimes people just want to hang on to something a little bit longer, or they just don't have the money. Like, you could literally go out and find an iPhone 10s and probably buy one for like, $250 for a 64 gig variant, maybe $300 for, a higher storage capacity. These things are still good, even though they don't have the advancements in 5G. They don't have none of that. In my opinion, they're still good. You can still use the apps that you use every day. You still play games on them if you want to. If you got Wi-Fi connection at home, you're good to game mobilely. As you guys saw with the speed test, even LTE is still pretty decent. So that's the reason why I'm doing a lot of this coverage on older devices, is, kind of show you guys how these things have aged and if they're still worth getting under the circumstances that you may need, like a backup device or just something for the now until you save up enough money to buy a new phone. It'll do it. All right, so right now it is 10:09 a.m. So this is the last time that I checked, 10:09, and we are sitting, well, it's just better to do it this way, 81% battery. What I've done so far really is watch a couple of TikToks, still do like some social media, took a couple of pictures, and I did take a video, and that significantly dropped down the battery some. So yeah, like with all iPhones, like my iPhone 11 Pro Max is no different. Recording this video, and I'm going to kill the battery on this phone a lot quicker. So yeah, that's where we're currently sitting at right now. We got an order at Target, so we're about to drive to Target now and do that order. Still doing the Uber Eats, and then yeah, let's just get going. As far as for the display goes, you can see it in the sunlight, which is what, it's more than what I can say for most devices that I've used. So it's got pretty decent brightness in the sun, but definitely you're going to see this just fine in indoor, even with indoor lighting being bright. All right, everybody. So it is 12:05 p.m. and we are currently sitting at 72% battery. And I haven't even really taken like a lot of photos yet to, do my little photo and video sample. So yeah, that's where we're currently at, sitting at battery right now. I gotta drop off this last order. I think we're done for today, and we gotta run a couple of errands before the kids get off school. So this is the screen on time with the iPhone XS, 2 hours and 39 minutes. It is currently at 49% for the battery right now, and it's 2:21 p.m. We're pretty much done with Uber Eats today, so here are my final thoughts. All right, so honestly, I gotta tell you guys that the iPhone XS used in 2024 is not bad. Now, for those who are 5G junkies, and I mean that in the most respectful way, of course, you're probably not going to be pleased with the iPhone XS if you absolutely need to have 5G connectivity. But for those that don't require 5G connectivity, this phone will do it for you. It's still supported, even though it's on its last leg. I believe that I've seen that it's not going to get iOS 18, so that you want to keep in mind. It would surprise me if it did, and honestly, I feel like it should get iOS 18. It's that good of a phone. I mean, it's a really good jump when you compare it to the iPhone X, which I also have, considering all the things that it's being able to provide. The battery life is just really good, even though its health is at the point of needing replacement. The size of the phone, you guys know me, I like smaller phones. I'm a dude with small hands, so smaller form factor, always a good thing for me. The processor chip and everything that I throw at it is just fine. It doesn't give me any hiccups. It doesn't, crash or anything like that as far as the apps that I use. So, I really got to give it that. And it's got pretty good standby time for battery too. I forgot to mention that as well. Audio is good out of this thing. I'll give it that. And if you guys want to know about taking videos, majority of the clips that we're driving were shot from the iPhone 10s in 1080p, 60 frames per second. So I try to keep the animations as smooth as possible, and you guys can see like what type of video footage you guys can get from the iPhone 10s. Didn't do a lot of photography. Didn't really have a lot of places, that caught my eye to snap some photos. So, but I do have videos where I show the photo capabilities of the iPhone 10s. This is just to kind of update you guys on how it is in spring of 2024. So yeah, I used it on a day out, going and doing Uber Eats and stuff like that, basically making some side hustle money. I took my SIM out, put it back in my daily driver device. So I'll tell you guys again, good option, especially if you get the iPhone 10s Max. If you like bigger phones, you're definitely going to enjoy the experience out of it. At least that's my take on it. And I'm a down-to-earth type dude, so that's what it is. But anyways, that's my thoughts on the iPhone 10s. Thanks for checking out today's video, and you guys will see me in another one. I just don't know which device I'm going to review next, but that'll come soon. Peace.